Hello. So in the last mission, we managed to get some more cash, which meant that we can increase our research. However, if we are going to start getting new weapons and armor quickly, then we're going to need more cash. A lot more cash. And also more scientists. Thankfully, in this next mission, we get both. So before we get into the mission proper, what I'm doing is just selling all of the Uzis that I picked up in the last mission for 8,000 credits, which will go some way towards paying for some leg mods as well, which are 3,000 credits each for level 1. This adds to your armor and also makes your agents walk and run more quickly, which is good since we're going to be doing a fair bit of running in this mission. So, I'm arming my agents straight away because there are some punks immediately up this ramp. You can see them there. They do have miniguns, or some of them have miniguns and some of them have Uzis. But since all of your agents have miniguns now, you'll make short work of them. You can see just there, that's the bank that we are going to rob later on with the help of some high explosive. There's another group of punks there. These punks do carry high explosive, 2 of them do. So you want to try and get the high explosive from them rather than just letting it blow up. So I'll just wait for them to come back around. And there we go, start taking them out. I'm being a bit cautious because I don't want the high explosives to go off after I've shot these punks. So there you can see the high explosive. I'm just rushing forward to take that before it blows up. There is another high explosive here. Yeah, you can hear it. Thankfully I picked it up before it went off. So I've got the high explosive. I'm not going to rob the bank just yet. There are some more punks or unguided, as I think the game calls them, just around here. So I'll go and get rid of them first. Use the old exploding lamppost trick. And yeah, you can't escape. The object of this mission is to persuade some executives, I think, apparently. They just look like ordinary civilians. The men with briefcases and the blonde hair. The police are guarding them. There are people that you need to persuade in 2 locations. This is one of them. And there are 4 policemen guarding them, so I would make sure that you get rid of all of them before you persuade anyone, because one stray bullet will result in mission failure. There's another policeman. Seems to have surprised me. But they're no match for you. It's a lot of dead cops. You don't have to shoot the cops if you don't want. You can just persuade a lot of civilians and then go and rush forward for the police officers and they will join you. Or you can just shoot them. Either way. There's the church. Or we just passed it. Don't go in there, as there are booby traps, I think psycho gas or something that will send your agents mad. So it's best to just avoid the church altogether. There is nothing of value in it. That person that you can see getting into the police car there, or is it an ambulance? I think it's a police car, is a scientist. So you want to make sure you persuade him before you complete the level and add to your ever-growing pile of scientists, because that will make your research go a lot more quickly. 4 police officers here guarding this other executive that you need to persuade. I'll just get rid of them. So that's all of the policemen taken out. I haven't persuaded anyone yet, because now at this point I'm going back to rob the bank. Bank robbing in Syndicate Wars is not very sophisticated. All you do is plant a bomb, run away, and then pick up the money out of the wreckage, the rubble of the bank once it's blown up. The police will come after you, as you'd expect, when you blow up a bank, but again, they will be no match for your weaponry and armor. And there it goes. Boom. You can see the 2 briefcases there. That's all the cash. Just need to get rid of the police first of all. It's a bit Grand Theft Auto-y. Robbing banks and killing police. Of course, this was years before Grand Theft Auto. And now we've got the cash, we just need to go and persuade the executives. We shouldn't really have too much trouble because I think I've basically killed everyone that can pose a threat. I'm just persuading a few civilians first, because the more civilians you have persuaded, the more powerful your Persuadertron is. If you get enough people, you can persuade police and zealots and other rogue agents. There are some rogue agents in this level, which you need to either kill or persuade. We'll get to them in a minute. There's the 2 executives. There, the 2 men with the briefcases. I think, as I mentioned before. And there's the scientist, right there. So make sure I get him as well. He can move pretty quickly, but we're still faster. Especially with the new leg mods. We have a few more civilians. There's the church. I think I'll just stay away from there altogether. Yeah, I seem to have got quite a following now. And your persuaded civilians will actually pick up weapons if they come across them and fight for you. Not that this is actually very useful in any way, because civilians are extremely vulnerable to any kind of weapon. I'm not sure who's shooting me there, but he seems to be killing a few of my civilians. Thankfully, he hasn't killed anyone important. The game would probably fail. Ah! Random scream. Somebody in pain. So we've persuaded the other executives. Now we just need to go and get the rogue agents. Oof. Lots of civilians around here. a lot to add to my persuaded army. That should be enough people for me to persuade the agents to join our cause. And if you do persuade them, then they will show up as extra agents in between missions. And you can use them. I think I got him, did I? Didn't hear the sound effects. I got somebody there. And nope, there he is. Go and get him. You can just kill the agents if you want to, you don't have to persuade them. But once you've done all of that, then as you can see, the mission is complete. And so we've got quite a lot more money now.